Sakafet YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Let's cook with me from start to finish. Darlings, I'm so happy to be back in the kitchen with you guys, and today we're making some food. I'm using some chicken drumsticks that's been cleaned, seasoned with a little bit of salt, black pepper, and all-purpose seasoning. I'm using some of Terri seasoning blend. You can find the recipe down below in the description box. Link to this video will be down below in the description box for Terri seasoning blend. I'm gonna mix it up, let it marinate for about half an hour. To a clean pot, add some oil and sugar. Allow it to caramelize, and once it's all foamy and you've gotten that desired darkness that you want, go in with your chicken drumsticks one at a time. Alternatively, you can pour all of them in, but I think this method is quite safe. After you've put them in, cover it up for about 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes, come back and stir it up. As you stir it up, you will see the chicken starting to take the color of the browning, and this is what you want. I'm not going to be adding in any liquid as yet, as the chicken will be springing its own juices, so cover it up again for 10 more minutes and then come back and check it. So now that I've reached my desired color, I went in with about 2 cups in the bowl that I seasoned my chicken in, added in some ketchup and 1 scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna let that cook down on low for about 40 minutes. Here I have my green beans. I start by cutting off the tips from both, as I will be adding my green beans to my stewed chicken. If you want, you can steam this separately. However, I really miss when my granny used to add her green beans to her stewed chicken, so I am gonna be making it like that today. After you've cut it in two, give it a good rinse and then add it into the chicken about 10 minutes before the chicken is fully cooked. I removed my scotch bonnet pepper as I didn't want it to burst in the pot and make this dish too spicy, but yes, stir it in well and give it about 10 minutes and the chicken will be ready. Next on the menu, we have some cornbread. I've been craving it after seeing all of the Thanksgiving dinners on IG this past week, so I'm making some. I'm going to be making 4 small ones, so it's not really too much and I won't have too much leftovers. But in a bowl, go in with some flour, cornmeal, baking powder, salt and sugar, and give it a really good mix. After you've mixed all of your dry ingredients together, I'm going to be working on that wet mixture. And for the wet mixture, I'm going to go in with 1 egg. I'm going to go in with about half a cup of buttermilk. I'm adding in half a cup of butter, a little bit of honey. Give it a really good mix. And yes, my loves, this is just going to be amazing. After you've combined your wet ingredients, add your dry ingredients to the mix and give it a really good mix for about a minute or 2. At the start of this cornbread recipe, I did preheat my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and I will be baking this in some small ramekins for about 18 minutes. Guys, it's so easy to make, so quick to do, takes about 5 minutes to put together, and you will have some delicious cornbread. Before adding in my cornbread mix to my ramekin, I did brush a little butter on the bottom just so that it doesn't stick, and I'm gonna be popping this into the oven. After I pushed my cornbread into the oven, I'm going to be working on a little yellow rice. So go in with about 2 cups of jasmine rice, give it a good rinse, then add in your water, a little salt, a little turmeric powder, a little drop of oil, and 1 sprig of rosemary. Give it a really good mix. Let it steam for about 15 minutes, and in about 15 minutes the cornbread was ready. I just brushed the top with a little bit of honey and butter mixed together while it was still hot. Guys, this came out so amazing. Like, I don't know, I wanted to eat it straight out of the oven while it was hot. And yes, look at how amazing. If you want, you can always just bake this in one dish. I wanted to have individual ones. And yes, my rice was ready. Everything was sort of cooked around the same time, so everything is still nice and hot. And yes, time to plate it up after fluffing that rice. Go in with a generous amount of rice on your plate, as much as you'd like. Then add in your chicken drumsticks. You can use whatever chicken you want for the stew chicken and green beans, but I just prefer drumsticks and gravy. So good. Then top it off with your gorgeous cornbread. Whew, yes, my loves, this was dinner on a Monday night. I really hope you enjoy these recipes. Try them soon. Let me know how you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.